Hey everyone, Kanto Mike here. We have here the new redesigned 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe. This is the 4th generation Santa Fe that replaces the previous generation Santa Fe Sport. And now we have a sharper and premium looking Santa Fe, which actually looks quite good. Hyundai does provide a 3-row version called the Santa Fe XL that is $4,000 more when comparing both the base models. And this Santa Fe we have here is a 2-row version. Within the Santa Fe model there are 5 total trims. SE, which we have here, SEL, SEL Plus, Limited, and Ultimate. Being that this is the SE base model, you actually get a decent amount of standard features, like Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, forward collision avoidance assist, blind spot collision avoidance assist, lane keep assist, safe exit assist, engine auto stop and go, smart cruise control, and stop and start. There are 2 engine options for the Santa Fe. This 2.4-liter inline-4 producing 185 horsepower and 170 pound-feet of torque, and the other is a more powerful turbocharged 2-liter inline-4 producing 235 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. The power is driven through the front wheels, or with the H-Track all-wheel drive system, which is a $1,700 option. With the naturally aspirated 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine, you get a fuel economy estimate of 22 mpg in the city and 29 mpg on the highway. That seems fairly reasonable for an SUV that weighs over about 3,600 pounds. But when it comes to acceleration, don't expect this engine to blow you away. However, if you wanted more power, you could go up to the 2-liter turbo, which is only available on the Limited and Ultimate trim. But I think most people would be okay with the power output of the naturally aspirated 2.4-liter. The one thing you'll notice is a slight delay in throttle when you put your foot down. For example, let's say when you're trying to overtake on the highway. I'm not sure if this experience is on the more powerful 2-liter turbo engine. Both engine options are mated with a new 8-speed automatic transmission that was developed in-house by Hyundai. I was quite surprised at how buttery smooth their 8-speed shifts. Out on the road, I really enjoyed how smooth and comfortable the ride was in the Santa Fe. It felt decently composed for an SUV, and definitely not floaty. So how was this achieved? Well, Hyundai decided to use more high-strength steel, overall a 14% increase over the last generation. Also, the torsional stiffness has increased by 15.4%, and structural adhesives has increased by 45%. Hyundai also changed the rear shocks from an angled position to an upright position in efforts to improve the ride. As for the suspension setup, you have a multi-link rear, and in the front you have McPherson struts. Moving on to the interior, even though this is the base trim, the interior is quite nice and simple. Inside it's spacious, has comfortable cloth seats, great ergonomics, and decent materials all around. The Infotainment System, also known as a 7-inch display audio system on Hyundai's feature list, is easy to use, clear, and smooth. The Infotainment System gets replaced by an 8-inch touchscreen navigation if you opt for the higher trims, only available on the Ultimate trims. Because this is the base model, you get a basic instrument panel. Right in the middle, you have a straightforward readout where you can toggle through and take a look at drive modes, fuel economy, trip info, drive info, settings for lane keep assist, tire pressure, and user settings. Note that you get a nicer instrument panel that is the 7-inch TFT LCD multi-information display, which is standard on the other 6 higher trims. On to the back seats. When I sat in the back, I was thoroughly comfortable with ample space and legroom. Also, there's a big window you can see out of, so if you have little ones, they'll appreciate it. As for the cargo area, compared to the previous generation Santa Fe, cargo space with seats up and down were almost the same. The new Santa Fe has 35.9 cubic feet of cargo space with the rear seats up, and when they are down, it is 71.3 cubic feet. And with the previous generation Santa Fe, it had 35.4 cubic feet with the seats up and 71.5 cubic feet with the seats down. so there's a whopping 0.5 cubic feet of cargo space improvement with the new Santa Fe, and a 0.2 cubic feet decrease with the seats down. Even though the Santa Fe doesn't have the largest cargo in its class, it is still right behind its competitors only by a slim margin. If you look down, you'll notice a handle in the middle, and when you pull it, that leads you to these cool compartments that split into 3. Then there's another handle closer to the bumper that has another extra compartment, and next to that you have your jack kit. Overall, Hyundai did a great job with the new Santa Fe. You could tell Hyundai and their engineers put an effort to improve the overall quality compared to the previous generation, which is important in such a very competitive segment because you're competing against other mid-size SUVs like the Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, Mazda CX-5. And I can see potential buyers being won over by the Santa Fe for its overall value. You get Hyundai's 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, along with a 5-year or 60,000-mile new vehicle warranty. I could hardly find any fault to this new Santa Fe. If there's one thing I wasn't fond of, it was the 2.4-liter engine. I wonder if Hyundai would consider using the smaller 1.6-liter GDI turbo found in the other models like the Elantra Sport that produces 201 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque, which would give the Santa Fe some pep. But then again, that could potentially affect the cost. And also, there is that option for the more powerful 2-liter turbo if someone was really bothered by the 2.4-liter power output. Despite that small inconvenience, everything else on the Santa Fe was great. The comfort, a lot of space, refined ride, a lot of standard features, great ergonomics, and the exterior looks fantastic. I feel the SEL Plus will be a popular choice because of the features like heated seats, keyless entry, power adjustable seats, nicer stereo system, hands-free liftgate, and you get all that for under 30 grand. In addition, the SE and SEL are also under 30 grand and are closer to the 25 grand range. Regardless of what trim you pick, and if you're in the market for a new 2-row SUV, the Santa Fe is a worthy pick. I hope everyone enjoyed the review. Please comment, share, and like if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see everyone later.